Listen, I've got some news for you, and it's a little bit shocking. And if you're someone who looks at Joe Biden and says, now there's a thoughtful man who definitely thinks for himself, what I'm going to tell you might just kind of hurt your head. Twitter and CNN are not real life. Stop treating them as if they are. And why do I bring this up, you might ask? Well, because a survey by the American Enterprise Institute Survey Center of American Life found that most Americans don't cut off their friends over political disagreements. In fact, most don't even talk about politics to their friends. Only 21% say that they discuss politics at least a few times a week. 55% talk politics less than a few times a month. That held true for both Democrats and Republicans. Both said that party affiliation is not a prerequisite for being friends with someone. However, both are likely to have more friends who share the same party as they do. Interestingly, 53% of Republicans say they've got at least some friends who are Democrats, while only 32% of Democrats have friends who are Republicans. Only 15% of Americans have ever ended a friendship over political differences. But the further left you go, the more likely someone is to cut off a friend for having different political views. 28% of liberals have done that, compared to only 10% of conservatives. 33% of liberal women have done that. And the most intolerant of all are extreme liberals, are progressives. 44% of these crusaders for tolerance have ended a friendship over political difference, making them exactly twice as intolerant as extreme conservatives at 22%. This won't come as a surprise to anyone who's been paying attention recently to leftist media, social media, or activists, all of whom live to gin up hatred and cancellation of anyone who disagrees with them by even just a little smidgen. Now, someone needs to have a sincere talk with them about how they're letting political extremism warp their priorities, narrow their minds, and drive away their friends. Unfortunately, that would take someone who doesn't agree with them on everything, and they no longer talk to anyone like that. I hope that CEOs of large corporations get the hint as well, and maybe they'll stop treating the Twitter mob like an actual mob of people ready and willing to crucify them in the streets. Oh, and speaking of Twitter and intolerance, I got a joke for you. Possibly the best unintentional joke of the millennium. After Twitter banned the president of Nigeria for a tweet threatening stern consequences for young protesters who are launching arson attacks on government offices and police stations, the government of Nigeria retaliated by banning Twitter from the entire country. You're right, that is hilarious. I mean, without Twitter, I'll bet the people of Nigeria get smarter, nicer, and more tolerant almost overnight. But I haven't even gotten to the really, and I mean really funny part yet. Here's Twitter's response to being banned from Nigeria. I want to quote this verbatim. "We are deeply concerned by the blocking of Twitter in Nigeria. Access to the free and open internet is an essential human right in modern society. We will work to restore access for all those in Nigeria who rely on Twitter to communicate and connect with the world. Hashtag keep it on," end quote. So Twitter now admits that in banning Donald Trump, they are denying an American president an essential human right. Likewise, every time they ban a conservative for expressing a conservative viewpoint, or any American for expressing an opinion counter to the unquestionable authority of whatever experts their fact-checkers rely on, that means they have denied these people an essential human right here in our modern society. Now, as you might imagine, a number of prominent conservatives had a field day with Twitter's bone-jarring hypocrisy. A couple of my favorites were James Woods, who has been suspended from Twitter many times on various occasions, and he replied, quote, "If irony were a food, Twitter could cure hunger overnight," end quote. And you've heard the tired argument used on those of us frustrated by the left's social media monopoly that we should just, quote, "build our own platforms," end quote. Well, one anonymous user told Twitter, "Hey, just build your own Nigeria then." Personally, I think Twitter's hypocrisy speaks for itself, but then it long has. Aside from Trump and conservatives, what about the way Twitter denies the essential human right to Iranians? Twitter is also officially banned in China, yet Twitter blocked people for questioning China's official story on the origins of COVID-19. Now, why did they deny people's essential human right to be on Twitter to protect a regime that denies the essential human right to be on Twitter? I mean, it's almost as if Twitter has nefarious motives. And while I don't endorse feminist author Naomi Wolf's extreme tweets about COVID-19 vaccines, like that they enable you to time travel, isn't it even more extreme to ban her permanently with no right to appeal, thereby depriving her forever of an essential human right? Critics accuse her of spouting crazy, dangerous nonsense, but hey, Hollywood is full of people who do that and they never get banned from Twitter. I stay on Twitter because it's a good way to reach people, but I've also built up my own website, newsletter, TV show, podcast, and accounts on many other social media platforms, just in case. To cite some country wisdom, don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially not a basket that draws more loons than a porch light draws moths. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll comment and subscribe to the channel below and click the notification bell for more videos. Be sure to check us out on Rumble. And remember, if you want more of my news analysis and commentary, I hope you'll sign up for my newsletter at MikeHuckabee.com. It's completely free, absolutely free. You will never be charged for it. Comes to your email inbox twice a day. And if you're in the mood for some great entertainment, check out our second channel. It's called Huckabee's Jukebox. That's it for this edition of Breakdown. I'm Mike Huckabee.